So I was recently contacted about a gentleman who was taking care of an estate of a distant relative who had a very large collection of records for sale. And the guy who owned this collection was pretty much obsessed with opera. He had a few classical titles, but for the most part he was absolutely obsessed. So I went and looked. I didn't think there were going to be that much. He said, it's a couple, maybe 100, 200 records. So I thought, that's not bad. So I went, and in this basement, there were just more records in one place than I've ever seen in my entire life. I couldn't believe it. This guy was borderline obsessive compulsive with his collecting of opera. He has almost every. I mean, it's beyond obsessive. So this is one chunk. And I offered him $160 for all of them. Not this particular pile here, but for all of them. And he was actually asking $500, but the gentleman was so desperate because he had to get the house sold that he sold them to me for $160. And they're literally all in mint condition, maybe played once or twice. So how many records exactly do you get for $160? Well, let's take a look. This pile of records here is by a company, and again, I don't know anything about opera, but apparently this company here, Unique Opera Records, was made by a guy named Edward J. Smith, who basically they're bootlegs, but they're actually pretty well desired because those recordings aren't available anywhere else. So on top of the pile that you saw earlier, we have that box there, that pile there, all of those. All of these here on my chair. These and these box sets here are all Offenbach. I don't know really. He was an opera composer, I suppose. The pile that's under this 8-track player. And inside of these, in many of these boxes, I don't know if this one has any. Okay, there's a good example. This guy was so into opera, he would cut out and copy. This is an article from our newspaper about this particular opera. There's another article. He's got a pamphlet on here. He wrote down linear notes. I really can't read his handwriting. This one isn't as impressive as some of the others. Let's see if I can find one that is just filled with stuff that's relevant. It's not really. Let's see. Okay, here's one. This is another Offenbach. He's got pasted into here articles about the particular opera. He's got the receipt from when he purchased it. Looks like he purchased it for $20.48 in 1979. Another album. He's got, this looks like a what do you call that? Poor Richard? I don't know. Anyway, a pamphlet. It's got the date and when he attended it. There's another. He attended quite a few of these performances. Got another. That's from Kent State University. I mean, the guy really is just absolutely obsessed. The records are, I mean, they're beyond. I mean, they look like they've been played maybe once. But anyway, so we'll get back to the records. So those are those records there. The records so far that I've gone through that I'm keeping are on that top tier there. Those are mostly classical. Like I said, I know absolutely nothing about opera. I don't really. I'm keeping that too, but I don't really know that much about it. So, which is, I guess, unfortunate. So, but let's see what else $160 gets you. So now we're in my garage. This is the rest of the collection. And I mean, I'm to be honest, I'm a little over my head because I really. I don't know if I can sell these fast enough. I mean, there's more piles there. There's another stack there. There's another stack there and there. These are all the polyline. I mean, the guy was just absolutely obsessed with opera. Most of these, again, are all opera. So, if anybody has any interest or a specific request, let me know. I mean, I'm willing to let most of these go for pennies on the dollar. I mean, they're just. If you're looking for something, an artist or a composer, just send me an email, send me a personal message. I'll let you know how much they are. If you're in the area, you can stop by and look at them. Again, I mean, I've been collecting records since I was small. I'm not that old. I'm only 18, but you know, as far as grading these, they're near mint. I mean, most of them, there's not an imperfection on them. So, I also received one more thing from the collection. I received two more things, but let's go back downstairs and I'll show you what else I got. For this, he threw this in for free, actually. He threw this in and two Betamax players. However, they're both broken. I'm not sure if I'll be able to fix them, but this is a dual turntable model, let's see, what is it? 1019. This is made in Germany. I actually have a dual speaker right there, believe it or not. That's more recent. It's an amazing turntable, it really is. It's very heavyweight. It's durable. This is, I'm pretty sure, from 1965 or 66, but this thing is really, talk about precision. I mean, as far as doing all the adjustments, I know this is the anti-skating knob here, and I'm not sure what this does here. Then you've got the weight. But it's an amazing turntable. It's a direct drive. There's no belts, but the motor's amazingly quiet, and there's not a lot of vibration. So I thought that was a pretty good deal that I was able to get all of this, two Betamax players, a box of Betamax tapes, and 2,000 plus records, or close to 2,000 records for $160. I thought wasn't a bad deal at all. So again, if there's anybody out there that is interested in opera records, you're looking for a specific artist or recording, just send me an email, or I'll post my email address in the more information box. I'll try to list a lot of these on eBay because I'm actually usually pretty good on that. I used to sell vacuum tubes on eBay, so I'll try to do that. Hope you enjoyed. So recently I unearthed my dad's old Kenwood speakers. This is one of them here. Their model is, what is that, JL930W. He bought these, I'd probably say over 21, 22 years ago. They were sort of top of the line when he bought them. I've got two of them. There's one here. Unfortunately, when we moved to the new house that we're in now, the surrounds in here, which originally were made out of foam, had deteriorated, so the speakers were trashed, the subwoofer. So I went ahead and bought them from a company